The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Ohio State's offense will start this game off with the football. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Looking to throw, it's Sayed. Blasted as he lets it go. A strike downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
They got the completion, and the quarterback's happy. He got a completion, stats looking good. He's like, wait a minute, dude, stop hitting me. Please protect me a little bit better up front.
Got it behind the line. It's Smith. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Great play by the cornerback. And this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
To the air, it's Sayed. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
This offense came out of the tunnel red hot in the opening drive of the game. They get it all the way down close inside the opponent's goal line, and on second down now, you're going the wrong way. Not good enough up front protecting the quarterback. It's a huge loss. Now setting up 3rd and long, and that's a play the defense just had to have.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Pushes toward the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So an 82-yard drive there. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Fighting Illini take possession, and their offense will go to work for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
To throw, it's Altmaier. Using the quick game. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Let's talk for a second about Illinois. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead.
He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Man, when you go over the middle, you got to be willing to take the punishment. You're going to get hit a lot of times anyways, so you might as well catch the football, but his arms starting to look...
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The give to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Dropping back, it's Altmaier. Works the middle. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Caught close to the marker. It's Sanders. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
Back to pass on second down. Looking for the score. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, finding Illini.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacked on the extra point. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. Snagged out of the air. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Buckeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. The trophy that the Buckeyes and Illini play for, the Illabuck, guys, is a giant wooden turtle.
Imagine that, man. You're having to put your trophies in a water tank and feed it. It's probably the only trophy that ever had that ability. It's incredible. It was nurtured. Maybe a little bit different story now, David, but that is pretty cool history, Reese.
Yeah, and I guess you really only need one turtle every 100 years, so the trophy's not expensive. I guess you just got to take care of it, and every year you pass a live living animal. That's why they changed it.
Here's the handoff. And the Buckeyes get enough for the first down.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. They're working that left side. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Now on first down from the 40. Used the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. The Buckeyes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's got it on the run, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Drop play, quarterback keeps it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, on that third down play, I think the quarterback's got to do a little bit of better job really selling pass. I think he kind of hurried it up too fast, got the ball to the running back. He didn't fool anybody. Back got tackled for loss. Now it's fourth.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop and get the ball back without surrendering any points. They couldn't do it, though, and now all of a sudden their backs are against the wall.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Dropping back, it's Sayin. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. And you saw that there on the incompletion.
The defense stiffened on the last play. Now it's third and goal again from the 2. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. And they will score! Touchdown, Ohio State!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They go to the ground, fighting off the defender. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Illinois could try to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. They'll run it from the gun. Crosses to 40. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Fighting Illini using that big run to get momentum going. The running back has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets it.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout. And these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Boston College is on top, but it's not like Matt Ryan or Doug Flutie are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over Clemson. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Finds his man, it's Peoples. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Trying play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Peoples. He picked up some yardage, but they stop him at the 45, and he'll be a little short. This offense has been money on fourth down here in the first half. They'll try to make it 3 for 3. Here's the hit. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. Buys a little time with his feet. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. The holder will put it down at midfield, a 60-yard attempt from the left side, no less. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, the Illabuk is on the line, and already Ohio State and Illinois have given us some stirring moments.
The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the second half. Bringing it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bullets, guys flying around, giving great effort and getting to the football, but it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position, and right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Intercepted for the 11th time this season.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Ready to fire from the pistol. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down. He unleashes a long one. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target, and that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Altmaier. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Running to Green. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down and run. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a 3rd and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do to put your offense in a good position here on 3rd down.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. On the run, still looking. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Well, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. Pulls and fires complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Lisa. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for a huge play. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Oh, he dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. To the air, it's Altmaier. Bringing the heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the 1st half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the 2nd half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Here we go. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd down, going up top. Swings it out to the flat. Not going to get there, not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Dumps it to the back. Catch in the middle, it's Peoples. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. He'll throw it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Tate. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
We talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, 1st down.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for looking for the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Altmaier. Quickly complete. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with them because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
He'll keep it himself. Can't get him to the ground. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Sends it back in motion. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Makes the grab down the middle. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Man, this is a big moment coming up. That's a big third down stop. Now this offense, you've got one shot. You need a touchdown. What's your go-to pass now? Because it's fourth and a little longer than you would prefer.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Looking downfield, it's Altmaier. Under fire. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Here he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. To the air, it's Altmaier. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. That's caught. It's Clement.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Clement. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. And he's just going to spike it. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Sanders. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
Well, this little guy is going to be difficult for any DB to cover, especially on these slant throws, because he gets out of his break and he explodes off the line of scrimmage so quickly.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Sets up the screen. Turning it on. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Flips it out on the screen. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long.
29 Philly, 2-9.
Back to throw, it's Altmaier. Quarterback now breaking the field. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Illinois right back to the line. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Easy.
Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Late touchdown here. Probably too little too late. It would take a monumental miracle to come back now.
And this is always an interesting spot for me now because you're going to have to go for 2 regardless. I don't know if it's now or if it's later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting the touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Hardly unusual. It is a trophy that many aren't even aware exists, but Ohio State will once again take home the 2nd oldest trophy in the Big